Anonymous Watch Guy here, and today we are talking Casio. A quick wrist check. Of course, I am wearing a Casio, the Casio Duro, the world's greatest $50 dive watch. It's probably the best dive watch you can get for the money. It's great, 200 meters water resistance, super cool watch. But that is not the subject today. We are looking at some digital Casios. Casio is one of those brands that, it's just, it's great for the beginning watch collector because they have so many affordable models. And all the watches we're going to look at today are all $100 or less. But it's also a brand that has a lot of street cred, if you would, with watch enthusiasts and watch nerds and people that are really into watch collecting, like myself and you, if you're watching this video. I get just as much fun and kind of excitement and pleasure out of a Casio F91W as I do a, thousands of dollar luxury watch. Casio is just really cool. The company was founded in the 1940s. They make keyboards and calculators and all kind of electronic gadgets, and they really kind of hit their stride with wristwatches in the 1980s. But the first watch we're going to look at is the all-time classic OG watch, the Casio F91W. This is a smaller watch. It's about a 33 millimeter watch. But this thing does 24-hour mode. You've got your alarm. You've got your stopwatch. You've got your, if I could see here, your backlight there with your illuminator. You've got 30 meters of water resistance on this bad boy. They come in about 20 different colors now. You can find them everywhere. Amazon regularly has these for less than $20. I think I've seen, today for around $17. But just all kind of features. Super cool. You can beat it and bang it around, not have to worry about it. And it's just a really awesome watch for an enthusiast and a beginning collector. So that's number one on my list of 5 cool, affordable Casios, the F91W. The next one on the list is the CA53W Databank 8-digit calculator watch. This watch is known as the Marty Mcfly watch, because this is the watch that he wore in the 2 Back to the Future sequels. In the first Back to the Future, he wore the CA50. But this one, again, the cool factor, you see this on the wrist, it's a conversation piece. The buttons are kind of tiny, so it's not the greatest calculator in the world. But it's one of those things that, it's just, if you like the 1980s, the nostalgia, and the old vintage Casio digital watches, this is a really cool one to have. And again, this one you can find on Amazon for $20 to $25. Really affordable. Does all kind of fun stuff too. Alarm modes, your calculator, stopwatch, all those features for $20. You can't beat it. The next watch on the list is the Casio DW290. This one is also known as the Mission Impossible watch. This is the watch that Tom Cruise wore in the first Mission Impossible movie. And this thing is just a tank. you know, it's a 45 millimeter watch, so it is a much larger watch than some of the other ones. But again, 200 meters water resistance on this. You can do just about anything you want with it. It's kind of like a G-Shock. You know, you can beat the heck out of it, and it's going to keep ticking. It's got a really good light on it. It should for, say, an illuminator and electroluminescence on the dial, about 10 different places. But, you know, again, all kind of functions on this one too. Your alarms, your stopwatches with splits. You name it, this thing does it. Super fun watch to wear. Yes, it's ugly. Yes, you know, it's not winning any beauty pageants. But again, for around $35 most places, it's just a cool watch. Watch nerds love it. It's definitely one you want in your Casio collection. The next watch is the Casio Royale. Now, James Bond never wore a Casio, but in Roger Moore in the movie Octopussy did wear a Seiko, the Seiko 6757, or yes, I think that's the one. I could be wrong on the model number, but this watch looks quite similar to that watch. This is the Casio AE1200W HD. This one's about 40 millimeters across. But again, this one you can have for, you know, in this stainless steel version, probably around $30. You can get the $20 to $25 for the resin one. But again, you know, it's got the world time, illuminator, date, 5 alarms, 100 meters water resist, and this thing is just super cool. I call this one James Bond on a budget, again, because, you know, it looks like the movie or the watch that Bond wore in Octopussy. It's not that one, but it is super cool. And, you know, that particular Seiko is hard to find, and it's a little bit pricey. So you can find this one for a great price, really fun to wear, a great Casio for your collection. And the last one that I have today is the Casio Oak. It's called that because obviously it kind of resembles the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. It has that same shape, but this one will not cost you, you know, $50K. You can get this one for right around $100. So this one's the all clear model, which is pretty cool as far as I'm concerned. These come in at about 45 millimeters as well. So if you've got a smaller wrist, I've got a 7.5-inch wrist, so I'm in the big wrist gang. So I enjoy a watch that's a little bit bigger. If you've got a smaller wrist, you may want to consider some of the other choices on the list. But again, this one has all the same functions. You've got the light. You know, you've got the kind of analog and digital on this one. And, you know, G-Shocks are like a tank, man. You can knock these things around, do whatever you want with them, and they're just going to keep going. You know, they look good while doing it. I get a lot of compliments on this watch. I get a lot of people asking me questions about this watch. And really with every watch on this list, they're really just conversation starters. So as far as, you know, watch enthusiasts, beginning watch collectors, Casio is a great brand. You can get them for, you know, a really low, affordable price. And the cool factor and the value for what you pay is just off the charts. So, again, I will put in the comment section of the video, I'll put either a link to where you can find these watches or at least the model numbers as well. But hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, maybe subscribe. I'm going to keep making videos, and they'll probably get a little smoother and a little more professional as we go, but just a guy that really likes watches and likes talking about watches and sharing watches. So if you have another Casio that you think belongs on the list, and there's a lot of other cool Casios, leave that down in the comment section if I forgot one. But we'll see you next time.